Drop a yes in the comments below if you can tell how someone is doing, what they're thinking, how they feel, how they're being, just by their body language. Before they even say hello, when they walk into a room, what can you say about this person based on what their body language is telling you? Every day I go pick up my daughter from middle school, I can tell exactly what kind of day she's had, what grade on her last test was, what she's thinking, and what she cannot wait to tell me based on her body language. Before she even makes eye contact with me or even knows I'm out in the lobby waiting for her, I see her coming down the hall and I can say, oh, I know what kind of evening we're going to have tonight, because her body language speaks volumes, her posture, her eye contact, everything speaks volumes before she even says a word. Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Womb. 20 years ago, I was part of a negotiation team, and we went from DC to New Jersey. Before we left, the partner said to me, look, this is a $50 million negotiation here. We're dealing with a settlement. We're dealing with the government. So I need you to know the evidence back and forth. I need you to know the facts, be able to speak them out. When they cite to certain facts, I need you to know where the binder that is, so you pull it out and we can just go. And I thought, okay. But I was super naive because I thought, all I need to know is the facts. I need to know the evidence. I need to know where everything is in the binder. I need to know what everything is backwards and forwards and be able to speak the language of this case in 6 different languages. Then we're going to win for our client. But here's what happened. I was exhausted when we got to New Jersey. So my posture, my shoulders were down. I was sleepy. I was slouching in the chair. And I had zero confidence. So even though I knew every single fact in this case, I knew where all the evidence was, I knew exactly what worked for us on our side, what went against us. Every time the lawyer said something, I knew exactly where to go pull it out. I mean, when the opposing counsel said something, I knew where to go pull it out. But we didn't do so well simply because my body language was off. Now, what does this have to do with sales? In high-ticket sales, especially as a woman, your posture, the way you make eye contact, your tone, your presence, it all matters. You know, I always say your messaging sells for you, your offer sells for you. Those 2 things are your pre-sales. But most importantly, your body language is the pre-sale in high-ticket sales. And here's why. Because it builds trust or breaks down trust. It builds trust or breaks down trust. And trust is the ticket to high-ticket sales success. Trust is the ticket. When the client trusts herself enough to raise her hand and ask you for the sale, that is high-ticket sales success. So here's the thing. If you have slouched shoulders, which, you know, when I'm exhausted, when I'm tired, if I've been working for more than 4 hours and haven't taken a break, I just do this. I'm slouched. I speak really fast. I already speak really, really fast. And when I was an attorney, I had to go to speech practice to learn how to speak with cadence, to learn how to slow down my speech so the jury wasn't doing this, trying to catch up with me. I could tell their eyes were spinning, just going, oh my God, can she stop? Can she stop? We don't know what she said. And I remember my partner saying to me, every time the jury says, oh my God, she's going too fast, you lose trust. They lose trust and confidence in what you're saying, and your client loses. So I had to learn how to slow down, way down. That was part of my body language, was learning how to slow down. And every time you shrink or play small or pretend like you don't exist, you know, because you want to wear beige to blend in with the wall, with the beige wall. So you want to wear whatever it is so you can blend in so nobody sees you, so you don't show up. Clients lose confidence in themselves and in you, because your essence, your presence is what creates that confidence for them. Not just what you know. Just like in the legal case, I knew everything backwards and forward. It did not matter, because my body language, my posture, my slouching spelled, she's not confident. She doesn't know anything. Her client's probably a crook because of the way she's sitting down, because of the way she's not making eye contact. Her client probably did the thing. So here's the thing. Your body sends a silent sales message. It sends your messaging. It sends a signal about your offer. It silently says, you know what? I don't know. I'm not confident about my offer. I don't have conviction in the thing that I'm doing. But when you sit tall and you speak slowly, I'm still learning how to speak slowly, okay? So let's just move past that. And you speak slowly, but what I know how to do is hold eye contact. When you can hold eye contact, I can hold eye contact long enough without blinking which in itself is a problem, because I remember in one negotiation again, I held eye contact and wasn't blinking, and the attorney thought I was flirting with him. So, you have to manage your eye contact. So when you sit tall, speak slowly, maintain eye contact. It supports the person sitting across from you. It supports the person watching the video. It supports the jury. It supports the potential client to say, you know what? She's communicating safety right now. She's communicating authority. Authority is not your expertise. It's your being, your essence, your presence, and how much belief and faith you have in the thing that you're talking about, in the outcome and results that you're co-creating, in how succinct and how clear your messaging is. When your messaging is wishy-washy, your whole body is wishy-washy. When you know what you're talking about and you don't care what people think about what you're talking about, and you don't care what they say about you, and you don't care how they feel about you, you will say the thing that needs to be said without waiting for somebody to give you a friendship bracelet. You will say the thing that needs to be said. Buyers don't just respond to like the offer. They don't just respond to what we say. They respond to who we're being and how we look and be when we're saying it. And I'm not saying go wear a suit. That's not what I mean by how you look. I disagree with everyone that says you need to wear a suit to sell. That's just complete BS. They respond to what your nervous system looks like to them, because they can feel your nervous system. They can see your nervous system before you show up, and your body language is tied to your nervous system. It's tied to your nervous system. And this is what no one tells us. So confidence is felt before it's heard. It's felt before it's heard. Okay? So one of the things I do for a quick reset in my own coaching business, when I'm doing my messaging, even when I'm writing an email, I do this thing. I put my shoulders back, I sit up straight, and I ground my feet. So I have a bowl of dirt or sand that I put at the bottom of my feet, and I put my feet into the bowl. I ground my feet, and then I speak from the Holy Spirit, not from fear. So speak from the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is in your heart. So when you sit up straight, you breathe, speak slowly if you must, ground your feet, speak from the Holy Spirit, or what I call allow God to see through you, be through you, and speak through you. Do not speak from the fear. Do not speak from the insecurity. Do not speak from the, oh, I've never sold a 250K offer before. What am I going to do? How am I going to be? No, no, no. Speak from your spirit, because your presence, your being, the essence of who you are, when you walk into a room, when you show up, it's not what you're wearing. It's not what you look like. It's your presence, that thing that they feel, the invisible shift inside of you. That's the pre-sale. And that's what supports the client to say yes, because the more embodied you are, the easier it is for a client to say yes to herself, because it's automatic. It's a mirror effect. She gets embodied in her yes, and in remembering who she is for the thing that she wants to invest in, the outcome that she wants. When you show up fully in the body of the woman who says yes to herself. And let me know how this lands for you.